Hello and welcome to my video. So here we are again at Gallery Oldham at the Landscape Inside Out exhibition, and what I thought I would do today is to start to share some of the paintings with you in more detail, and I'm going to go through each of the areas in separate videos, but this one I thought I would start with the panoramic views, the valleys and the Edgelands. So I'm going to turn around in a minute and start talking and sharing with you the paintings in a little bit more detail and talk to you a little bit about the inspiration behind them. And as necessary, I will probably dash to the drawing wall or to some of the sketchbooks to explain. And hopefully you'll get a greater insight into the background of the paintings, but also you'll be able to see some of them in more detail. And I'll try my best to get up close so that you can see some of the textures and the layers. Okay, without further ado, I'm going to turn around. Okay, so here we are with the first wall, which is the valleys and panoramics. And as you'll know, my three are the top three on this wall. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just walk to the end of this wall, because the way that we've divided the gallery up, we've divided it into three areas, as I mentioned, the valleys and edgelands versus the woodland versus the moors. But at the end of each of the main walls, we've actually have a description and some narrative about each of those elements. And so I'm not going to read this one, but hopefully you can see. And what this is all about is explaining where we have done this work. Views from Mosley Hall, Loseley Brows and Midge Hill, for example, and the views across to the moors, the views of that massive panoramic, which is of Dudstones, of Saddleworth, of Noonsun Hill, Buckton Castle and Slate Pit Moor. And those of you that are familiar with my monthly mark making will know that that is the very view of those panoramics. And it mentions here that I'm really interested in this whole sinuous and lyrical nature of the panoramic and the idea of those ribbons of land. And that's what's kind of explained on this sheet. So if I just twist around now, remind you those monthly mark makings. So there they all are. And these monthly mark makings of the panoramic views done on at the end of each of the months has gave me a real sense of the marks and the lines and the patterns in the landscape. And there are other videos about those things, but hopefully you can see me holding here. And these marks then have been very helpful as I develop the paintings. Okay, so these are the three panoramics. So this first one is called The Lie of the Land, and each of these three actually is about a different aspect of that amazing panoramic view. So that and in this one particularly, The Lie of the Land, it's all about that view down into the valley, to the allotments and to all of the planting and the interesting sort of nature, versus the views across to the moors. And if I can go in a little bit, you'll see more of the textures. But this is all mixed media acrylic with all different sorts of marks. Some of it is collage, layers of paint sort of scratching in, so that you can get this real feel of the richness of the planting. And these banks are covered in rhododendrons in the late spring. And if I can go into you see some of the different layerings of paint. Hopefully that's really clear. So scratching in, paint over the top, painting in layers. So that one is The Lie of the Land. And then if I go across to this one, down into the valley, this is all about the again, looking down into the valley versus looking across. But that feeling of being able to kind of come along the edge and then look down, right down on top of the valley, so to speak, as opposed to walking into it. And this is the one that's actually featured on the front of the catalogue and on the flyers. And then if I can go in a little bit, you'll see there's a kind of a richness of papers again, some of it handmade, some of it this particular these lines are all dressmaking papers, and then quite a bit of it is handmade paper. So that orange and turquoise is handmade. And you see the thinness of the paint up there, but very vibrant, this sort of goldy Indian yellow, rich yellows and burnt oranges. And then that contrasts quite a lot with the thick layers of paint that you see. And also there's some other types of papers there, not all of them handmade, some of them are, some of them aren't. And would you believe that paper, which is from an old newspaper, Heady View, I didn't realise that was there, and then it was just one of those serendipitous coincidences. So there you are, that's down into the valley. And then the third of these panoramics, which I'll come on to, is called Across the Valley. And this one is all about a sort of a warm day with sort of golds and rich colours of the fields across the valley. And if I go in, you can see a lot of these papers and marks and lines and layers of paint and scratching through transparent paints that you can actually see the underlying layers. And some of the marks having come from a lot of the studies I've done on location, the mark making that I do on location, and that rich green sort of mark there of those sort of M shapes is very reminiscent of a lot of the marks I make in the booklets that are of those planted banks and those rich colours of those rhododendrons and the grasses and the layers. And then that kind of light coloured squiggle, if you like, is sort of tying the banks together to connect them through in the painting. And hopefully you can see some of the purples and the colours there. And I'll just move back so that you can see all three of those. So the lie of the land, into the valley and across the valley. Okay, so I'm also going to talk to you about this wall here, which is about the panoramic views, but also about the Edgelands, those wonderful stone walls mixed with planting and wires and wood that I talk about. And at the end of this wall, there is an explanatory panel about that. These three panoramics, and these again are about that wonderful view, a little bit more playful even now, and these are on MDF panels, and this one at the top is called Shift in Perspective. The way it kind of almost tilts, and I think you can see quite a lot of the textures of the papers and the paint and the scratches and the marks, influenced by the monthly mark making again, and a whole range of rich colours of those golden hills in the sun, and a little bit more, as I say, playful. And these ones are, as I say, on board. And these ones are slightly smaller, 56 centimetres by 28 centimetres, float framed. And then this one, very much of the ilk of the first one I showed you, the lie of the land. This one is called Closer to Home, and very much those wonderful banks of planting and the distant hills. And if I go in close, you can see quite a lot, hopefully, of the pink skies and the layers of the landscape and the marks and the shapes and the scratching in. If I move back, you'll see. So that's the Closer to Home. And then this final one in this group is called Boundary Lines, and very much the views across those banks, across those hills, but very close as you go up the roads, you see these stone walls boundarying this edge into the valley, and that's what this one is really all about. And hopefully, if I go in again, you can see the patterns of the papers. Some of it's handmade, some of it is bought, some of it is found, and all of the scratching into the paint. So as I say, that one is Boundary Lines, the third of those panoramics. So if I now come up to show you my Edgelands 6, I have two large A1 panels here on the left-hand side, and then 4 individual panels. And these are all about different aspects of those stone walls mixed in with the wires and the wood and the planting. So if I go firstly to these two, and one of them has just sold, so the one on the right has just sold, and it's called Into the Distance. And the one on the right is really all about that view of the stone walls along the edge of the fields, and you look at them all sinuous and creeping into the distance, into the far distance. So you've got the very close detail of the big stones right close next to you with everything going on, and then off they travel sinuously into the distance. And then the one on the left-hand side is called Edgelands in Focus. And that one really is all about the close view of the wall. So I'll go in close to them so you can see them. And then these 4 square ones are all 50 by 50 centimetres, all about different aspects of the Edgelands. So the one on the top left, again that one is sold, is called Close Encounters. And that one, as you can see, again is like the close-up of the wall, so of all the patterns of paper and of different colours of the stones, all of those different neutrals combined with the brighter golds and greens of the landscape. And then this one adjacent is called Twists and Turns. Again, the way the twiggy autumn planting bends around the walls. And then this one is called Opposites Attract, and that's all about the posts and the stones and all that sort of solidness with all of the planting winding around. Hopefully if I go up close you can see all those wonderful textures and details. So that one is Opposites Attract. And then the final one is all about those stone walls in the summer when they're masked quite a bit by the planting and the cow parsley and everything else. And this one is called Summer Vale. And so hopefully you can see elements of that hard landscape and those neutral colours of all the stones with all of the frothiness of the white planting around, some sense of the wires and that sort of tangled mass. So there you are, and I'll just going to finish with, I'm going to just move over to the stone wall, to the big wall, to show you some of the stone wall drawings that I've done that are still in situ. Quite a lot of them I chop up and tear up and reconfigure, but some of these are some of the stone walls that I actually drew in the landscape. And then if I just go over here to some of my concertinas, you see on the bottom row I've got a whole concertina all about the panoramic views. Again, those are shared separately on here on a playlist, and I can share those with you. And these are this is my Edgelands concertina. So I hope that was useful. So you're back to seeing my face now, and I was worried that my glasses would go dark, but they don't seem to have done. So hopefully that comes through so you can actually see my eyes on the video. So just to say that all of the paintings are for sale. If you've got any more questions or comments about them, please do feedback. And next time I'll cover a different aspect of the exhibition, going into the woodland. So thanks very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.